Today I'm your host, Tasha Humphrey, and this is Under Pressure. Belly will not be with us today, so I will be hosting by myself. Today my topic is, being a woman. So as a woman, we have a lot of pressures in life. So I'm going to talk about being a woman first, mother, daughter, wife. It's a lot of pressure. I'm going to just talk about the pressures that I go through, and how I face the pressures, and a little bit about myself. So you can get a kind of understanding of where I'm coming from when I talk about it as a woman. My story or the way I deal with things may not be the way that you deal with things. However, hopefully this will bring some insight to or help a person that may be going through what someone else may be going through and how to deal with it. So, like I said, of being an African American woman, and a mother and a daughter and a wife, for me has been hard. It has been not hard, but has been a struggle from time to time. As I told many ions again ago, I always talk about my two daughters. So I have two daughters. They are now 25 and 23. Soon to be 24 and 26 this year. I had my daughters young, so I was a mother for primarily all my life. So when it came time for them, to graduate, I'm like, yes, the girls are graduating. They're getting out of high school. They're going to college. My life is getting ready to begin. I had my girls through for me, I had them through high school, through college, through life. So I needed some time to kind of know who I was, right? I'm wrong. So, by the time while I was raising my daughters, then I met my husband. All right. So my daughters were in their midst of high school, senior year. One was there in senior year. One was like a junior. So my husband comes about. So my husband, my then at the time boyfriend. So then he decides he wants to propose and he wants to get married. So yes, I become Miss Humphrey. So I'm like, okay. So I remember the day that he asked me to marry him. We were, the day he asked me to marry him, but I remember the next day, I should say, when I went with my parents to look at the hall. And I was like, oh my goodness, what did I do? Am I really ready to be married? Like, I've raised these girls all my life. I never found out who I really was or really got a chance to not have a responsibility. And then I say I do to this man. Or I will, yes, I'll marry you. So, okay, I'm a mom. Now I'm a fiance. So I'm dealing with that. So it was maybe a year later after we were engaged, and I was supposed to find a venue. The way life works is just incredible. Um, I couldn't find a venue. I was just like, not one of my priorities in life is like find a venue or what we're going to do or how I'm going to get married, plan this wedding stuff. I was hit with an ultimatum. You either find a venue, set a date, or I have other things to do in life. I'm like, oh my goodness, what am I supposed to do? This man really wants to do it. So, of course, I signed the paper for the venue at the A-Loft. So we get married there October of 2012. So I can say I've been happily married for about 2.5 years, going on 3 years. There's been rocky roads in between because in the midst of, being a mom of grown children and now being a wife, you still have some things that you're dealing with within yourself that you maybe never have dealt with in the past. Um, you still want to have that sense of freedom. So when before my husband came into my life, it was just me and the girls. It was just about me and them constantly. I didn't have to, I had to answer their questions, but I wasn't like really questioned or, I was their provider. But, if I didn't want to cook dinner, I didn't have to cook dinner. We would go get something to eat. And then they got to the point where they were able to get something themselves. And I was the only sole provider of the family. So learning to give up a lot of things for my husband was a bit of a task, and it's still a work in progress. He tells me all the time that you need to really learn. Like if somebody tells you they're going to do something, let them do something. Something as simple as this past week he had to use my car. He has but he had to use my car, and he didn't have he left his wallet, so he didn't have a chance to get gas. So he gave me the money to get gas. I'm like, oh no, take the money. He was like, Tasha, take the money, and then it becomes like this. Something so small and so minute can turn into something so intensively large. But it's just from me not learning how to accept that, it's not just me anymore, and that I do have him, and he does help provide, and he is a good provider, and he also my children refer to him as their father because their father was absent in their life. So learn to let go with that part, because being a single mom, you are the mother and the father, and you have to learn how you shield your children from any kind of pain or any kind of embarrassment they may go through because of lack of a male figure in their life. I also talk about being a daughter, so I'm the oldest child from both parents, so that is a lot of responsibility on me. I'm raising kids, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I have to be there for my father, who just recently tells me today, hey, Tasha, don't be 60, did you plan a birthday party? Did I plan a birthday party? I'm the oldest, I'm not the only one, so, and my mother, who, lives maybe less than 10 minutes away from me, who complains that I don't come see her. And I think it's because I have a lot of things I have to deal with. I'm dealing with home, I'm dealing with work, I'm dealing with sorority business, I'm dealing with personal business. It's not that I love them any less or I don't have time for them and that I don't think about them often. It's just that at that point in time in my life, they're not my primary focus. It may sound harsh, but you have to make time for yourself. Women wear many hats in their lives, and I am one that wears many hats. I'm on several committees, I do things in the community, I'm trying to take care of home, I want to go back to school. So it's just a lot of things I want to do in my life that some days you just want to say, okay, I need to kind of take a break. So that leads us to our break. So I'm going to take a break right now, and we're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back to talk about me as a woman.
For independent living for seniors age 62 and over, People Inc. offers safe, maintenance-free apartments across Western New York. The affordable rent is income-based. For more information, call People Inc. Senior Living at 817-9090.
Looking for a cooking oil with a light flavor and reduced absorption so food preserves its natural flavor? One with a high smoke point for stir-frying, sautéing, grilling, and baking? Then choose all-natural Pompeian 100% grapeseed oil, imported from France. Grapes have been a key ingredient of the healthy Mediterranean diet for years. Pompeian 100% grapeseed oil is the chef's choice for high-heat cooking, grilling, stir-frying, sautéing, or even deep frying. And Pompeian 100% grapeseed oil is great for baking too, because its delicate taste does not overwhelm the flavor of cakes, cookies, and other favorite recipes. A key traditional ingredient of the Mediterranean, grapeseed oil is a rich source of vitamin E antioxidant and naturally gluten-free. Buy imported Pompeian 100% grapeseed oil today and find great recipes at Pompeian.com.
Wait, don't let this happen to you. At Jan Fence, we're family owned and operated for over 50 years, providing a wide choice of fencing. Why wait online at the big box store? Just call Jan Fence. Ask about our Easy Fence to Go products by Active Yards, the first truly do-it-yourself fence product.
At Jan Fence, we always do what we say. Come see us today.
Step into an extraordinary world that will excite your senses. Experience our delectable MUGHLAI cuisine and the magic of Tandoori savoir-faire. Let our international award-winning team delight you with a taste of heaven. Enjoy our mouth-watering flavors and our unique flair for excellence. Savor the elegance of fine dining and catering. Shazam Restaurant. Indulge your taste buds.
Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts, but more.
So welcome back. I'm your host, Tasha Humphrey, and this is Under Pressure. So before leaving, we talked about, taking breaks. Can a woman really take a break from everyday life? I think we can. I think we should be able to. I think it should be expected of us. Rather it's taking a hot bath by ourselves, going out shopping. Retail therapy for some are the best. When hanging out with girlfriends or just reading a good book. We definitely need that relaxation, a day of rest for ourselves, or hour, 10 minutes, just to get our minds right, because people are pulling on every direction. Women handle stress a lot different than men. We keep a lot of things bundled up inside of us, and sometimes we can have a breakdown. And then it could be just that one little thing that may make us have a breakdown. One thing when I was growing up, and like I said, I had my kids young, it was like I could never have a breakdown. People around me might have an emotional breakdown, but I was like, I could never have a breakdown, because if I had a breakdown, who would be there for my children? We always think about other people before we think about ourselves. And that's why I wanted to talk to you today about being a woman and the responsibility that we face. Did I mention to you I have grandchildren? So I have grandchildren. I have a set of twins. My oldest daughter had a set of twins. I love them to death. They just turned 18 months. But I want to be the person of last resort to be called. My daughter sometimes works on the weekends, and the weekends were usually mine, or me and my husband. So some weekends it's me, my husband, and the kids. I figured I did my time as a mom. Sometimes I don't want to raise somebody else's babies. But I love them. And I think, I want my daughter to be able to excel in whatever she wants to do, whether it's work or school. So I'm there for her. And sometimes I think that might be my second chance as a mom. Sometimes as grandmas, we'd be like, oh, this is our second chance. We can make things better for them. And so right now I'm working to make things better for my grandchildren. They're a boy and girl. They are the center of my life. I remember when my daughter was pregnant with them, I was like, at the time, I was like, and we're not worried about these babies, I'm worried about you. But now they're here every morning. It enlightens me for them to call. They don't really talk so much, I get upset because they say pop pop it more than they say Nani, because that's my name, but hey, I love them just the same. But that is more stuff adding on to my life. It's like making sure that their safety, they're safe, and that they are well provided for. And it also adds stress to my daughter's life. So when my daughter is stressing, I'm stressing. So when my daughter calls and she talks about relationship problems or problems with their father, or them sick. I got many calls because one of them were sick, and my daughter feels as though she's not being a good mom because one might have a cold, and then when one has a cold, the other one has a cold. Or one has an infection, the other one has an infection, and then she blames herself, and then that's another thorn on my side that I have to deal with. But don't get me wrong, I welcome some of these problems, but however, I do believe that some situations can be handled on their level. So being a grandmother, on top of being a mother, on top of being a wife and a daughter, is another responsibility that on my personal life that I handle personally. I mentioned to you being a daughter, sometimes being the oldest daughter, you carry a lot of responsibilities, and you have your younger siblings look up to you. That hurts sometimes, because sometimes, as I said, you want to take a break and you want to be able to enjoy your life. And I never really had the opportunity to really sit down and really let everything go. No obstacles in my way, because I had to be that support system for my younger brothers and sisters and my children and my parents. It kind of became, I used to be like, wow, it's just so much. So one time when I was in college and I talked to a professor, and he happened to be a deacon at my church at the time, and I don't think I knew. And I was like, why do I have to carry so much weight on my shoulders? And not to be religious on part, but he said, God only gives you, will never give you more than you can bear. So I used to complain about these broad shoulders. Like, I used to like, oh, my shoulders are so broad. Like, oh, they're so ugly. And then I realized, and I kind of was like, well, maybe I got these broad shoulders because I carry a lot of weight. So as growing up, I used to tell my kids all the time, like, when they went through things in life, and I used to always say, you can do it, stay encouraged, just stay encouraged. Or, the way I grew up on certain things and having a faith, I would instill them to have that faith. There will be times, they couldn't talk to me. And, it says, lead your child the way they should go, and if they stray, they'll come back. So I always instill in them, like, don't follow my footsteps. Be bigger and better than me. One time my youngest daughter, I remember, and I swore, I didn't know she thought I was upset with her or jealous of her, but, like, no, never. Like, I don't know, I forgot exactly what happened, but I always encourage them to follow their dreams. Like, there's nothing too big or too small that you can't achieve. Like, the sky is the limit. Keep pressing on, and then you'll be okay. And that's what I tell my brothers and sisters, like, keep pressing on. I have a sister that's going through some emotional things right now, and I try to be there for her, but sometimes you just can't be there for everybody. All you can do is give them the information and let them go their way, and that's what I do. I don't think many people may think, she thinks she's this, she thinks she's that. I don't think I'm anything. I just think that I'm Tasha Humphrey, and I'm just doing what I have to do. Taking care of my children, being a good wife, being a daughter, and being a woman. I can't stress to people enough that, it is hard for women out here, but anything is possible. And just to have faith and encouragement within yourself, when you feel like you have that breakdown, or when you feel like things are not going right in your life, always look at the positive things in your life. If the good things outweigh the bad things, then then things are going good. And people remember the bad things, but you don't have to remember the bad things. So stay encouraged, and that we'll be right back after this commercial break. Thank you.
In a world where bankers have lost all interest, where robots and fat cats rule our fortunes, one woman will stand up and strive to do the impossible. Be treated like a person. Friends and neighbors will join her quest. Ordinary people will band together against the forces of corporate greed. And together they will form Philadelphia Federal Credit Union, already in a neighborhood near you.
Imagine the finest hand-selected USDA prime steak you'll ever have. The freshest line-caught seafood, our Wine Spectator award-winning wine list, and soul-satisfying desserts. Bring that together with the perfect date, the winning business deal, a memorable family celebration. Welcome to Rod's Steak and Seafood Grill in nearby Morristown, New Jersey. Bring your appetite and feed your passion.
Your credit score is yours, and at Experian Credit Expert, we want to help you really use it. With access to helpful Experian experts over the phone and online, we can help you use it to get a better idea of what info the banks have on you. Use it to get more choice of mortgages. Use it to make your money go further. Take the next step to improving your financial future with your free 30-day trial at Experian.co.uk.
Here at Freppi's Tex-Mex, you can definitely taste the freshness in our food. You should definitely come to Freppi's because it's a great place. You can bring your family, very kid-friendly. All my servers are amazing, friendly people. Everyone here is just happy to serve, and I think it shows. The thing that sets us apart is the quality and freshness of our food. And I think once you try it, you'd be coming back. I'm Joe DeSario, co-owner of Freppy's Tex-Mex in Plainfield, New Jersey.
Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts, but more.
Here, we have an attractive orange.
Welcome back. And I'm your host, Tasha Humphrey, and this is Under Pressure. So before the break, we were talking, I was encouraging women to take a break in life. What are some things that you like to do to when life becomes hectic or unbearable? Sit back and think a moment. Would it be reading a book, hanging with friends, talking to someone, just being by yourself, taking a walk? Think about what you like to do. Think about when life gets hectic, and then think about every history usually repeats itself. So sometimes I keep a journal, and I go back and I read some of the things in my journal. And when I thought life was really, really bad, and I go back and look at the journal, I realized that it was not as bad as I thought. So go back and reflect on your life and some of the obstacles that you overcame to deal with the obstacle that's now in front of you. In life, we're going to be faced with many hurdles. It is our choice to jump over that hurdle or stay stagnated and be frozen by the hurdle. But we have to move on. We have to press forward. Whichever way you decide to get over that hurdle, whether it's walking around, jumping over, climbing under, we have to get through it. As a woman, a mother, a daughter, a wife, a friend, I have overcame many obstacles, and I'm sure there's going to be many more to come. But I'm encouraged, and I encourage you to do the same. I encourage you to never give up on your dreams, never give up on your family, never give up on your life. Stay focused. As you know, I work for Genesis Counseling. We have counseling services for almost everything. We cover everything. If you need marriage counseling, family counseling, individual counseling, if you need to talk to someone that will have a non-judgment opinion on you, then definitely contact Genesis Counseling Center to talk to someone. We have people there that are willing to help. If you just need to talk or just need there's someone to hear your voice, if you just need to cry out, give someone a call. It's okay to cry. Okay, in the midst of crying, there's laughter. So, once again, I'm your host, Tasha Humphrey, and this is Under Pressure. Thank you.
And a distinguished apple. The two similar, but opposites. Theory, a wingman is needed, or perhaps a wing lemon. A friend to the orange and an acquaintance to the apple, the lemon brings the two opposites together. See, with a little fresh thinking, the universe can be surprisingly smooth.
When we make Beyond Natural dry dog and cat foods, we start with real meat as the first ingredient. We leave out corn, wheat, and soy. And we own where our dry food is made. 100%. Can other brands say all that? For nutrition you can trust and your pet will enjoy. Does your food go beyond? Learn more at purinabeyond.com.
Fitzpatrick's. Deli dine for breakfast and lunch. And at night, gourmet dine for dinner with entrees and specialty sandwiches including certified black Angus cuts of beef and wild-caught seafood, plus catering options for specialty events. Since 1989, Fitzpatrick's, your hometown place with upscale tastes.
Apple Ridge is about freedom. Apple Ridge is about community. Apple Ridge is about home. Apple Ridge, everything you want, more than you expect. Welcome to your new neighborhood. Apple Ridge Senior Living. Enjoy a maintenance-free, affordable luxury lifestyle today. Visit appleridgeseniorliving.com and find out more about the Apple Ridge experience.
Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts, but more.
For independent living for seniors age 62 and over, People Inc. offers safe, maintenance-free apartments across Western New York. The affordable rent is income-based. For more information, call People Inc. Senior Living at 817-9090.
Looking for a cooking oil with a light flavor and reduced absorption so food preserves its natural flavor? One with a high smoke point for stir-frying, sautéing, grilling, and baking? Then choose all-natural Pompeian 100% grapeseed oil, imported from France. Grapes have been a key ingredient of the healthy Mediterranean diet for years. Pompeian 100% grapeseed oil is the chef's choice for high-heat cooking, grilling, stir-frying, sautéing, or even deep frying. And Pompeian 100% grapeseed oil is great for baking too, because its delicate taste does not overwhelm the flavor of cakes, cookies, and other favorite recipes. A key traditional ingredient of the Mediterranean, grapeseed oil is a rich source of vitamin E antioxidant and naturally gluten-free. Buy imported Pompeian 100% grapeseed oil today and find great recipes at Pompeian.com.
Wait, don't let this happen to you. At Jan Fence, we're family owned and operated for over 50 years, providing a wide choice of fencing. Why wait online at the big box store? Just call Jan Fence. Ask about our Easy Fence to Go products by Active Yards, the first truly do-it-yourself fence product.
At Jan Fence, we always do what we say. Come see us today.
Step into an extraordinary world that will excite your senses. Experience our delectable MUGHLAI cuisine and the magic of Tandoori savoir-faire. Let our international award-winning team delight you with a taste of heaven. Enjoy our mouth-watering flavors and our unique flair for excellence. Savor the elegance of fine dining and catering. Shazam Restaurant. Indulge your taste buds.
Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts, but more.